Hey, what's going on everybody, Merm here, and today I am bringing you guys the second part to the Fallout 4 Stealth Assassin build. This is going to be showing off the guns and the companion and some other miscellaneous stuff that is good for this build. So really quick, let me just show you a few things. Number one, my build has changed a little bit since this is honestly like 5 days after I recorded the original thing. So here's what I did. I put 1 point in the gunslinger, put 2 points into bloody mess. I don't know if that was in the other video, it might have been. I put 1 point in gun nut, and you'll see that came in handy later. I think I probably put another point somewhere else in here, but I don't really remember where. But that's pretty much where I put my points. Okay, so here are the guns. So number one, here's a terrible shotgun. It's good. It's really nothing. You don't need this at all. A combat shotgun itself will do fine. I don't even use this that often, but you know, this is just an upgraded combat shotgun pretty much. So just, you know, combat shotgun will do fine in replacement for this until you can get this, which is exactly what I did. This is my cool potty. It is a sniper. As you can see, if you remember my first video, if you watched that, I had like one that did double damage on if the target was at full health, which basically made sneak attacks do twice as much damage, if you know what I'm saying, or something like that. But that was way better than the sniper, but you know, it was a legendary drop, and so is this one, and sometimes you don't get as lucky, and on this playthrough I was not able to get a sniper as good as that one. So this is the best one I found. I took the suppressor off Tinker Tom's sniper, put it on this one, which Tinker Tom can be found at the Railroad HQ, and that's how I did this. So also it has the short recon scope on it to mark enemies on the map so you can always see where they are. Don't put the long recon scope on it. The long recon scope is not even worth having. If you can only get the long one, if like you find it on a weapon, just put a regular scope. Long recon's not worth having. Deliverer, whoops. This is just for really like for lower level enemies really. The gunslinger perk helps this build the damage up, and eventually I'll probably be able to use it pretty effectively, but for now it's just for lower level enemies. I just like it because it looks cool, and I actually have a better pistol that I just got. This one. Okay, and we're back. My dog started barking, and while he was barking, I went actually and modded a pistol that was better than the deliverer that I just found. It is a 2-shot 10mm pistol, and as you can see, already it's better than the deliverer because I don't use VATS. So bam, I already got another better pistol than that. So as you can see, legendary drops can be pretty good. Anyway, this is now the pistol that I'm using. Basically, like I said, it's just for lower level enemies really. You know, you can get the gunslinger perk, which I have done, and you can, you know, once you start putting that up, you can actually use it on pretty high level enemies, but right now it's just for lower level enemies and stuff. Sorry, I'm really sick. The Kerblaster is a reference to Borderlands 2, and this is basically just a combat rifle that does explosive damage. I just like this because I like having an actual assault rifle, like after, you know, eventually, you know, occasionally you do get seen. So when you do, it's nice to have a gun that you can just kind of spray and pray with, and I actually like this for that, even though it's not really the best, you know. The game's not hard, so it's on survival difficulty, by the way. This is just, I don't really have this for a reason. Occasionally, if I get bored and I want to go melee, I'll use that. This is pretty much the bread and butter. This is the best gun in the game, in my opinion. Once you get to gun nut 4 and put a suppressor on this, it instantly becomes the best gun in the game. It can pretty much one-shot most everything, you know, death claws and stuff like that, and it makes the game too easy. And I'll show you how to get, like, I almost have 400 shots for it. I'll show you how to get that many in a sec. But yeah, it makes the game too easy, you know, but it's good. I mean, it's nice, it's cool to have when you do occasionally come across that legendary deathclaw or something like that, you know. Let's look down the sights. Alright, that was stupid. And then just basic other stuff. Armor I'm using, I have pretty much some of the best armor in the game. This is all sturdy combat armor except for the legs. I like the movement speed on the legs. Of course, I mean, nothing special here. Armor doesn't really matter. This game's easy, especially when you're sneaking. I found a lot of this ammo with the Scrounger perk. I don't really like the perk that much. I'd rather have put those points in like Cap Collector or something like that, but it did help for a little bit. And I'm gonna show you guys, if you don't want to put perks into like charisma stuff, if you want to put points into charisma perks, I'll show you what to do. Basically, what you want to do is get you know, as much concrete as you can. There's a ton of it if you go into the old guns quest line. There's a ton of it down there, but just build as many water pumps as you can. And the red rocket's actually the worst place for this, because if you know, like in Sanctuary, you have that like little river thing. If you can put pumps into there that produce even more water, and basically what this does is it'll put purified water into the storage for you after 24 hours or something like that. Now I don't have any in here, I don't think, because I just took it out a little bit ago, but basically how many I produce, it produces about 95 water every 24 hours, purified waters. And you want to take those out as soon as you can, because then it'll, you know, if you don't, it won't produce anymore. So as soon as you see, oh, there's 90 something in here, or however many, you know, of these things you have down, basically you want to put it over here until you want to sell it all. So as you can see, I have almost 400 purified waters, and they sell really well. So you can basically they sell for like 12 caps a piece at my charisma level, which is like 5 or something. So that's pretty much how you can get a ton of like expensive ammo, like the 2mm and stuff like that. I mean, that's the main stuff I want to do, but let me show you. I have 257 stim packs. I don't really use stim packs. If you just cook food, I mean, it's better than stim packs could ever be anyway, unless you put medicine in. But like I said, once you cook food, there's no point to put medicine in. So I also use a ton of drugs. Jet and Psychojet are incredibly good, but you know, like I said, the game honestly becomes trivial once you start using stuff like that. But you know, occasionally if there's like 8 guys in a room and you're like, alright, I want to take these guys down as quickly as possible, you can pop a jet or Psychojet and instantly pretty much take them all out. Now there's one gun in the game that is pretty much guaranteed to be a great sniper if you can't find anything good. You want to go to Vault 81 and pick up the Overseer's Guardian. Now, like I said, this is probably better than anything you're going to find if you can convert it to 308, since it does double damage with the projectile thing. It's so good that I thought I made the game too easy and I gave it to Deacon, because it's so good. It really is. It's, if you put a suppressor on it, which I think requires rank 3 or 4 gun nut, I'm pretty sure I found one like in a shop, so that's probably your best bet. If you can put a suppressor on it, the game is just retardedly easy. There's really no point to anything in it after that. So that's what I suggest doing. Go, you know, if you can't find anything good, then just go to Vault 81. It doesn't even cost that much, especially if you're doing the purified water stuff, and that's what you should do. So those are pretty much the basics of it. Obviously put, you know, shadow all your armor and stuff like that, but honestly the game is really easy, and even on survival, which whatever. So and also I have Deacon because he gives you a bonus to your sneak attack critical damage, which mine is like 5.4 right now, and I think you can even get it higher, but I could be wrong on that one. So let me know what you guys think in the comments of this build, or if you've been doing a build similar to this, let me know how it's going for you guys. I think this build makes the game just too easy, even on survival. Like, it's just not that hard, honestly. So hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.